Yo, what's going on, guys? So, Throne and Liberty, basically the end game is making Lucent, getting your gear, all that good stuff. But I know for most people who are free to play, this is going to be very, very tricky for you. So, I'm here as basically a salesperson trying to pitch you why alts are so important in this game. But first, before we do that, I just want to let you guys know we are doing a giveaway at 1K subs. So if you guys want to drop a sub, a like, and a comment, it would be so helpful, and it's free, and it really does help out the channel so much. So if you guys want to be in that giveaway at 1K subs, make sure you guys drop a sub. Let's jump straight into it. So why should you create an alt as a free-to-play player? Well, if you're anything like me, my RNG sucks in basically every game I play, and that is no different when it comes to Throne and Liberty. On my main account, I ran 100 world bosses. I technically got 2 drops. One of them was a pity boot drop, and then the other one was a glove drop from Minezerok, I think it was. But that was just because nobody showed up to that event, and it was basically free for me. My RNG on that account is horrible. Basically the only way I made money on that was by selling things for 300 Lucent, below down to all the way to 10, mainly 10 Lucent items. But when it comes to creating your alt, not only does this give you basically double the amount of chances to get loot, so technically speaking, you're increasing your income by 100%, but you have the chance to basically have what happened to me. Last night, as of recording of this video, I ran my second world boss on this account, and I ended up getting this beautiful thing right over here. Technically, it wasn't hit chance, it was undead damage or whatever, but I ended up switching it over to hit chance to sell it, so we're doing just fine. But the main reason is obviously going to be Lucent. If you guys have watched any of my other previous videos on either what to do daily or how to make Lucent, you guys will know you can basically double your chances. You can come over to here to your contract coin merchant. You can come over here to your sundries merchant, get that stuff. You can basically just double it. So you might be asking, well, Toxic, I don't have that much time to play the game. I can only handle one character doing one thing at a time. Well, for those players out there, I'll try to basically break it down for you right now. So Tier 2 dungeons literally got released 2 days ago as of recording of this video, and Tier 2 dungeons, at least the loot in there, is going to stay relatively expensive compared to everything else. If we come over to the dungeons, let's look at Tier 1 for a second. If we look at all these different lists, now don't get me wrong, if you still can do the Tier 1 dungeons while managing 2 accounts, you absolutely should. You can still make a decent amount of Lucent off them, but we'll compare. So basically, if we look at Decibis, the Abyssal Glance is probably going to be your #1 selling item as long as you get a good perk on it, and then obviously the Karnax's bow, all that good stuff. We come over to Temple of Slaughter, you got the Rex Chimere's crossbow, the Shadow Harvester grips. Come over to Cave of Destruction, the Wicked Thorns, the Primal Bracers, and some other things in here. You're gonna make, on a good roll, on a good piece of gear, 300-400 Lucent. We come over to your Tier 2 dungeons, however, I'll basically go for what I usually run. I run Valley of Slaughter. I ended up getting the Shot Commander Visor with, I think, melee endurance, I believe. Sold for 750. If you have the ability to only run like everything on one character, I would personally switch it up to 2 characters and only running the most recent dungeons. You will make a hell of a lot more money doing it that way. A hell of a lot more Lucent, I should say. That's why you should do it. Now, for people who have all the time in the world, Toxic, sometimes you might find yourself not having stuff to do for basically the entire day. That's basically why I created an alt, because I need to fill time. I love gaming, so let's fill the time. Why should you do it beyond just Lucent? Well, games like Throne and Liberty, I should say Throne and Liberty itself, has time gates for everything. You have a specific amount of dungeons you can run with getting rewards. You have a specific number of open world dungeons you can run with getting rewards. A specific number of arenas you can get getting rewards. You're going to be compressed based on this. You won't be able to do, like, basically play an entire day's worth on a single character. I mean, technically there's probably a way you can do it, but it's not optimized. Make yourself an alt character. You can do all the best content with the best rewards over and over and over again. I know I sound like a broken record right now, but it really is worth it. And we'll go specifically into the reasoning why. Now, again, we have these up on the auction. We'll come over here. This, by the way, is only calculated based on the past 100 items sold. As you can see, I have a lot of 10s in there, but I also have a lot of 300s in there and a lot of 400s. On each character, I've put in a tiny amount of Lucent, more so for skins than anything, but I have put Lucent a slight amount into actually making my gear. I can tell you this right now, because of my alt and because of my main, I've personally made, I want to say, $300, $400, maybe even $500 worth of Lucent since I've started playing, and that's literally just all free to play and terrible RNG. So if there's any reason to make a alt build, I highly recommend you do it. Trust me, it might be a little overwhelming at first, but it is so worth it in the end. Again, like, I'm sitting at like 4.1k Lucent at the moment. I've spent how much this week? Maybe 3,000 to 5,000, somewhere in there, and I still have 4,000 Lucent left over. I'm on track to make over 10,000 Lucent this week alone with 2 characters. Make yourself an alt build. But other than that, that is all I have for you guys. Make sure you guys drop a sub if you want to be in the 1k sub giveaway. Again, it is free and it really helps the channel out, and I want to give back to my amazing community. But other than that, that is all I have for you guys. So as always, take care, and I'll talk to you guys later.